Mountain Brook has the prestige, Vestavia has the reputation, and Hoover has the space. But only one of them usually makes the most sense for relocation buyers. And it's not always the one that people expect. So if you're moving to Birmingham, these are the three suburbs that are going to come up immediately. They're the most talked about, the most compared, and the most misunderstood. And today, I'm breaking down Vestavia Hills versus Hoover versus Mountain Brook. Price, commute, schools, lifestyle. So by the end of this, you'll know exactly which one fits your move. If we haven't met yet, I'm Zach. I work with relocation buyers every single week here in Birmingham, and this is easily one of the most common questions I get. So let's get into it. Vestavia Hills, Hoover, Mountain Brook, all three of these sit south of downtown Birmingham, but their positioning matters more than people realize. Mountain Brook is the most central. Depending on the neighborhood, you're typically 8 to 12 minutes from downtown, and you're very close to UAB and the medical district. Vestavia Hills is slightly further south, but extremely central, usually 10 to 15 minutes from downtown, with strong access to I-65 and Highway 280. And Hoover, well, it has the largest footprint. Some sections feel close, but others push 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic and which part you're in. So if your commute time is your top priority to get to downtown Birmingham, Mountain Brook and Vestavia usually win. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where buyers start to rethink everything. Recent housing data shows Hoover median house price in the mid 400s, Vestavia Hills in the low to mid 500s, and Mountain Brook approaching that $900,000 range. That's a serious spread. Here's what that means in real life. In Hoover, the mid 400s can often get you a newer house, larger square footage, and a traditional subdivision layout. In Vestavia Hills, low to mid 500s typically get you established brick homes, mature lots, partially renovated traditional floor plans, and in Mountain Brook, you're entering that luxury tier market. You've got historic homes, estate properties, curated neighborhoods, and very limited inventory. So this usually is the moment that relocation buyers pause. Because now it's not just about the reputation, it's about the lifestyle trade-offs. So next up, let's talk about the schools and why they influence the pricing so much. So Vestavia Hills City Schools, Mountain Brook City Schools, and Hoover City Schools, all three operate as independent public school systems. And based on publicly available state performance data, each district reports strong academic performance and graduation metrics. So Mountain Brook and Vestavia are frequently highlighted in the statewide academic summaries, which contributes to long-term demand and pricing stability. Hoover operates one of the largest high schools in the state and offers a wide range of academic and extracurricular programs. As always, I encourage my buyers to review official state education reports and visit schools personally to determine what fits their family the best. But it's important to understand perceived school quality plays a major role in why pricing differs between these markets. Next up, we're going to talk about the neighborhood and lifestyle. So this is where personality and preferences really matter. Hoover, it feels larger and more suburban. You'll see master plan communities, newer builds, larger subdivisions, strong retail and shopping presence, and it appeals to buyers who want space, newer homes, and more value per square foot. Vestavia Hills has rolling terrain, mature trees, established older neighborhoods, feels central but residential, less new construction, and more character. For many relocation buyers, this becomes the balanced option, not the most expensive and not the most suburban, but very centrally positioned. And Mountain Brook, well, it has a distinct identity. Village-style shopping districts, historic architecture, luxury curb appeal, higher barrier to entry. So it's widely considered the prestige market inside the Birmingham Metro and in Alabama as a whole. All right, next up, let's talk about who each suburb is actually best for. Here's the honest breakdown. If your budget's under $500,000 and you want the most house for your money, Hoover usually gives you the most flexibility. And if you want a central location, established neighborhoods, and a balance between price and proximity, Vestavia Hills often checks the most boxes. And if your budget's not a concern and you value exclusivity, curated neighborhoods, and long-term premium positioning, Mountain Brook is typically the move. And most relocation buyers start assuming Mountain Brook is the goal, then they see the pricing, then they compare square footage, and that's when the real decision happens. All right, now let's tie it all together. Mountain Brook has the prestige, Vestavia Hills has the reputation, and Hoover has the space. And the best choice depends entirely on what you value the most. Is it commute? Is it pricing? Neighborhood character? Maybe it's long-term positioning and building the most equity. So if you're considering a move to Birmingham and you're trying to narrow this down, my team and I work with relocation buyers every single week. So just drop a comment and tell me which one you're leaning towards. Or you can reach out directly using that link in the description and we can set up a free Zoom call. And if you want to stay up to date with everything happening in the Birmingham real estate market, subscribe below and hit like, and I will see you in the next video.